Alright, so in this video, I'm actually going to be going over exactly how I became such a Bedwars pro in literally my first 24 hours of playing Bedwars. Now, I'm going to be recovering every single thing that I've learned, and if you guys would like to learn every single thing that I've done, just make sure to stick around the whole entire video just in case if you guys miss anything or if you guys want to learn anything new. And for those of you guys that already know a lot of things and just want to learn one specific thing, I will leave timestamps in the description for specific parts of the videos. Like, let's say that you guys already know how to speed bridge, but you guys are trying to learn how to god bridge. Yes, I have learned how to god bridge in my first 24 hours. But let's say that you guys just want to learn how to god bridge, okay? And I'm sorry for all these voice cracks. You guys will actually get used to it. I voice crack a lot. I'm sorry. But let's say that you guys just want to learn how to god bridge, okay? I will leave timestamps to every single thing in the video that I am going over in the description. Just make sure to check out the description. If you guys just want to learn specific things, just go ahead and just click the timestamp to whatever you guys want to learn. And I'll try to keep it as simple and as short as possible for you guys. And yeah. So I've actually learned a lot of different things in these first 24 hours of me actually playing Bedwars. I've actually learned how to do 3 different bridging methods. Now, I've actually learned how to do a lot more recently, but on my first 24 hours, I've learned to do 3 different bridging methods. And the first 3 are the only 3 actually were, I've learned to obviously speed bridge, which I believe that everybody actually knows how. You know what? And then the second bridging method I've actually learned how to do was Breezily Bridge. And the same thing, I've also learned how to god bridge. Now, I know most of you guys actually do not believe me, but trust me, I will actually go over it. And you know, this is actually my first game on. Okay, we just don't talk about it. I've also learned how to become a really good PvPer. Like, once we go ahead and fight someone, bro, I don't know this map. I've never seen this map, but I've literally become like, it's crazy what I've learned over 24 hours. Yeah, I've also learned to drag click, just saying, guys. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to teach you guys how to drag click because it honestly depends on your mouse. Really? Right there. Now, okay, let's go ahead. Okay, now I'm going to actually teach you guys. I hope there's somebody at their bed because I'm actually going to teach you guys some PvP things right now. So, for new people out there that are looking to PvP, all right? What you guys want to mainly look for, now you don't want to just straight attack someone, and what I mean by that is you don't want to literally just run at them just to hit them. You kind of want to get a better angle at them. And what I see in most people's videos, mostly in montages, is this guy even here? No, he disconnected. All right, let's go look for somebody else. All right, so we're going after pink right now, and what I mean by just not like straight look at somebody is like when you want to go in to attack somebody. Now, most people, this isn't a big thing, but it will give you like a better combo on someone. And I'm hoping that pink is actually at their base. If they're not, I'll just get their bed and we'll look for them. Now, look what I'm going to do here. He's level 1. So, what I'm going to... Oh, he's going to try to fireball. Look, I'm not going to... Oh, gosh. I'm just going to run around. Now, I'm not just going to straight up just run at him. What I'm going to try to do is, like, hit his feet a little bit so I can get the bigger combo. And what that does is, I hope he doesn't hit me. I think he's just new to the game. What that does is... I'm just going to try to fist him. What that does is, like, when you hit them in their feet, it launches them in the air more. And then if you look up, like, follow them, you basically get a bigger combo. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what I'm saying is there's a possibility of you not actually getting a better combo. And like what combos are is basically combos are the more times you hit someone without actually failing, and that actually gives you a really big advantage considering the fact that he has endstone, because why not, considering the fact that combos are a big role in PvP. Because you want to be able to at least hit the first hit. And if you don't hit the first hit, but if you can come back with a nice combo, you're going to win the fight. Like, honestly, depending on how much strength you got and all that stuff. But you always want to make sure that you go... Oh, that was a nice juicy bed. You always want to make sure that you want to go in for a nice combo. And one of the biggest ways to actually hit a really good combo is the way that I showed you guys. Pretend this 2 block is a person. Now let's just look around. Nobody's actually here. Pretend this 2 block is a person. All right, you don't want to just go straight after them like this. You just don't want to go straight after their body and hit. You kind of want to get a better angle at their feet. You kind of want to like do a swooshing motion like that. Like, look, I have the webcam on so you guys can see. You kind of want to have a swooshing motion like that, okay? But you want to start at their feet, because when you hit them at their feet, they're gonna go launching in the air a bit, and you want to have like a high CPS. So when you hit them in their feet, what it does is it like launches them in the air a little bit, well, it doesn't actually launch them in the air, but what it does is it gives them a little bit of KB. And while they're still in the air, you can kind of recover yourself with this swooshing motion, you know what I mean? If I hit them right here and I'm still looking up, by the time I get to this motion, they're still in the air, and I can hit them again and again and again, they'll still be flying. Now, most of the times they will actually end up hitting you back, you might have to do it again, but that gives you a better advantage because you've already started the combo and they already lost a lot of hearts. That's not Blue's base. Why is there red blocks on top of Blue's base? You know what? I don't even want to ask. Don't know where he is, but we got his bed. We're all good. Let's go look for him. I think I see him. Yep, he's placing blocks over there, so he is at Red's bed. I don't know why he's coming up Red's bed with blue blocks, but you know what? Let him have some fun. Let me show you guys what I mean. Oh, he has iron armor and prot. I hope I don't lose this, but I'm gonna try to get the better combo, you know? I'm not gonna go straight at him. Come on, please get out. Please get out. Please get out. Come at me, yes. We're gonna try to go from the bottom, and what that does is you see how it launched him in the air and you get the bigger combo? Look, he was so much stronger than me. But what it did was, like, it kept flying him in the air, and he was stuck in the air, like, half the time, and I was still just hitting him like this. He had to keep looking down at me, but the way that Minecraft works is, I don't know if the way Minecraft works like this, but what I've seen in my past experiences, whenever I'm at height like this and someone's below me, I can't seem to hit them, but they can seem to hit me. I don't know why it's like that, but I don't know the physics to it, but it's like that. So whenever they're getting launched in the air, I can still hit them, but they can't hit me. It's the same fact as me being up here and I can't hit them, but the people down here can hit me. You know, like, that's why you always want to try to get, like, start from the feet. You'll get used to it. PvPing is something that you guys will get used to really fast, to be honest. This only just took me a little bit of tries just to start killing people. Honestly, I just kept pushing people and over and I got the hang of it. But that's pretty much how you guys can become, like, a really good PvP. Just keep trying that over and over. Remember, if you guys want to learn how, don't just one click. I mean, it's not bad if you one click, but who else is live? Yellow over here. If he can give me his feet. Okay. You see how, like, every time I hit him in the feet, it goes him flying in the air? Look at that. And I'm still getting, like, a good combo on him. Now, if he was trying to attack me, which he was just kept running away, he would have highly been unable to hit me. Now, sometimes people actually do hit you, and it makes you lose your balance a little. So that's where you're kind of like a 50-50 chance of winning. But if you guys end up getting a big combo hit on them, you guys will actually have a really high advantage since you've already done a lot of damage to him before he got his first hit on you. But I'm not saying that this will work every single time, but I'm just saying that this will actually teach you guys a lot of things. Oh, okay then. Okay then. Okay then. I was super slow. But that's pretty much it for combo, to be honest. I just want you guys to practice that as much as you guys can. Honestly, pause the video, come back to the video if you guys really need. But that's pretty much it for how I became really good at. Now, there's a lot more things you guys can do with PvP, but honestly, that's like the biggest thing if you guys want to become a really good combo hitter. Just make sure that you guys keep in mind their strength. Don't just try this on them and be like, oh, I'm still gonna die super fast. How did I die super fast? For people that are new to Minecraft, there are things called protection and like sharpness. Now, sharpness goes on swords, which basically gives them more damage, and then protection goes on armor, which means it's harder to kill them because they have protection. Now, why am I going up here? You know what? Never mind. I didn't even get his bed. Oh, bruh. But that's pretty much all I've learned to my beliefs. That's pretty much everything that I've learned when it comes to PvPing. You don't need to learn to be the best PvPer. As long as you understand the Bedwars mechanics of the game, you will be fine. With that being said, before I actually start teaching guys how I've learned to bridge and everything on the first day and how you guys can do that, I'm gonna go over the Bedwars mechanics. So people who are new to Bedwars works like this. Now, I might be dumb trying to explain this, but there are a very few people that are there that are looking at Bedwars content from very big YouTubers and stuff, because a lot of people has been popping off with Bedwars content recently. So I want to make sure that you guys understand the game. Now, Bedwars is, when it comes to solo, it's a 8-player solo versus game. When it comes to duo, it's a 2v2 and it's 16 players. And then when it's trios and squads, which is 4 people, it will always be 16 people. But Bedwars, the goal of the game is for you to eliminate every other team's bed and destroy the enemies. Now, when a team has a bed, it means they have infinite respawns. And what that does is, okay, let's hope that he doesn't kill me. And what is this guy cheating, or he's really laggy? So you see how I just took his bed, right? And I don't think I've killed this guy before, but I took his bed. Look at that, look at that. I hit him from the bottom, and it's like very good combo. And he was very stronger than me. I don't even have prot or sharpness, and he had everything. I don't even have iron armor, and this guy was very strong. Actually, I think I did have iron armor. But that was GG's, everyone. Okay, so back to what I'm saying. Bed wars, you have to try to eliminate. So I took his bed out, and then he actually couldn't respawn anymore. So what I did was, since it was just me and him left in the game, if I took his bed out, basically he couldn't respawn anymore, which means if I killed him, I win, since I still had my bed and I was still alive. So basically overall the goal of the game is to just try to get everybody's bed. Well, you don't necessarily have to get everyone's bed, as long as you're the last one standing, but you have to make sure that their bed is gone. That's what this leaderboard thing on the right side of the screen that you can see, where it shows the players, the map, and all that stuff. When the game starts, you can see everyone who's alive. The check mark on the colors of the team means that their bed is alive. Now if the check mark is not there and it's just a number, that means that their bed is destroyed, but that's how many people are still alive for their team. But since I'm playing solos, it'll just show one. But that's just a little tip for you guys, for all the new players and stuff. And that's just basically overall how you play Bedwars, to be honest. But you just really need to learn how to PvP and bridging. Like, bridging is one of the biggest parts, which I'll be getting to here in a second. Bridging is one of the biggest parts that you guys really need to learn. Because you need to be the fastest player to get to their bed. Because if someone's already at your bed and you didn't even get to their bed... Okay, nice fight. So whenever you're bridging, alright, I'm actually gonna get into teaching you guys how I learned to bridge. Did he leave? He left, LOL. I've learned to actually speed bridge and breezily bridge, and also god bridge. Now, I haven't learned to straight god bridge at the time. I only learned to diagonal god bridge. But recently, at the time of me recording this, which is like a few months after I've actually learned how to do all this stuff, I've actually learned how to straight god bridge. Now, I'm not the best at it, but I'm getting better is what I'm trying to say. All right, for people who are really trying to become a Bedwars pro, and I mean really trying to become a Bedwars pro in their first like day or two, just really focus on everything in this video. All right, you guys need to be able to understand everything. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. I mean, there are probably other ways to actually do everything. What am I doing? I'm just jumping around. You know, let me actually go to bed. The only clicking method I've learned to do was drag click, to be honest. That's the only clicking method I've learned to do at the start. I learned to jitter click, and I realized that it was actually super easy to do. But drag click was the only clicking method I learned to do. Now, drag clicking, for those guys that don't know, it's where you take your finger and just like drag it at the bottom, like drag it across your mouse. And what it does is it gives you higher CPS. And what CPS is clicks per second. Obviously, you don't want to have like 1 CPS, because then you're basically clicking 1 block a second. If you're having like 12 CPS, then you're clicking 12 blocks a second. Now with god bridging, you need to at least click 26 blocks a second. Now, I'm not saying that you guys will learn to do this in the first day. I'm just saying for people that already know how to drag click. That's what I'm talking about at the start of the video, where I said if you guys have somewhat sort of skill. Now, you guys, not everyone will learn to god bridge in this video, but what I'm saying is you guys will get an understanding of it, but you guys will pretty much learn everything else. You guys are able to breezily. You do not have to drag click, but it's very hard if you don't drag click. Now, you could do it jitter clicking. Like, I'm over here. You could breezily jitter clicking, but it's really hard. Honestly, it depends on the timing. But if you drag click, it'll help out. But for all the new players out there, speed bridging will be the way to go, because everyone does it. And what speed bridging is, before I actually go try to finish the last 2 people, what speed bridging is, if you guys pay attention to my character right here. Oh, he has KB stick. Oh, he was so strong. Okay, let me actually hop into a different lobby. Alright, so we are in actually a bridging practice server. It's one of the most like played bridging practice servers. Well, it's not the most, but it's highly used. I'll leave it to the description, the link to it, or the IP to it in the description if you guys want to practice bridging here. See, what he's doing right now is speed bridging. It's where you crouch at the very end of the block and then you place the block and then uncrouch. Now, it's like very effective when it comes to Bed Wars because pretty much every single person you run into knows how to do it. But there, I mean, you could just walk back in place, but it's not good, you know. What you want to learn is you want to learn to be able to let go of crouch and at the very end and like crouch again. So how it looks is, now it's all right if your cursor is just like a little bit off to the left to where your character is moving a little bit left and right. But why you want to try to keep yourself like perfectly in the middle is so that way you don't have to adjust yourself later like while you're bridging. But it doesn't really matter, to be honest. But honestly, you just want to make sure that you're holding control and SND. As you can see, I'm not holding anything else, but or whatever your crouch button is. My crouch button is control, to be honest, but I don't like using shift. But you just want to make sure that your cursor is somewhere in the middle and somewhere where your mouse cursor is, like you're not moving left and right too much. You see how I'm moving left a little bit? I'm still able to speed bridge while I'm doing it. And how you do this is you want to, so you're obviously going to be crouching, all right? This is how it first looks, and then you place the block. Okay, place the block and you're left with right here and you're still crouching and shifting, and then you let go. You let go of crouch and still hold S and D. You're basically holding S and D the whole time, but the only thing that you're going to be doing is letting go of crouch, or letting go of crouch all the time. Look, I'm holding SD and I'm letting go of crouch, all right? And then what you do is you literally click like your right mouse button the exact same time you click control at the end, all right? You want to make sure that you get as close to the end as possible, and then you're left with doing something like this. Some people actually may end up taking like 24 hours. Some people actually may end up taking a lot less. Some people may end up taking a lot more. But the majority, I believe that you guys can learn in just 24 hours. Because if I can, you guys can. Now, if you guys really want to learn to Breezily Bridge as I did, do the exact same methods that I'm using right now. But you guys will need a drag clicking mouse. Mine is a drag clicking mouse. And what it is, I've explained a little earlier in the video, but I'll explain it a very tad bit again. Drag clicking mouse, it's just... all mouses you're able to drag click, but drag clicking mouses is just it makes sure that you have the high quality of drag clicking, all right? And I'd suggest a Model O or a Model D or all these other mouses that all these big YouTubers use. I don't have one of those mouses. I personally just use a Red Dragon mouse that I purchased on Amazon, and it seems to work perfectly for me, so I don't question it, alright? I'm actually planning on upgrading to like a Model and Model D to get very higher CPRS for all that stuff, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Now, the way that you guys want to learn to Breezily Bridge is it's very simple and it's very easy, as long as you guys can drag click and make sure that your timing is correct, alright? Now, how you guys want to angle yourself with this, alright? You want to make sure that your body is like at the end, and how you guys do this is you're moving backwards and you're just going left and right, all right? You're holding S and you're constantly hitting A and D, all right? But you don't want to hit it too much to where you're falling off this lane of the block, all right? Here, let me show you guys an example. What I mean by this is you're going to be going backwards and then moving left and right while you're placing the blocks. You're not going to be crouching. You're just basically going to be hovering over the block and continuously hitting it, moving left and right like this, and then it will be really good. But you want to make sure that you don't go left too much or right too much, or you'll end up falling off that block. Now, that's not a good thing. I like to go out like 2-3 blocks before I start bridging and stuff. Like, you can see it on your screen. Oh crap, I shouldn't have used F5. Okay, there we go. You can see it on your screen how far you're going, like how far you're going to the left. I just want to make sure that I'm going like 2, 3, 4 blocks out before I actually start bridging. You can see on your screen, because if I go left too much, then I'm just gonna fall, you know. Just make sure that you repeat that pattern, to be honest. Now, when it comes to drag clicking with this is where timing comes in. Please pay attention to my clicks, guys, all right? Please pay attention to the clicks. How you guys want to angle yourself is you want to hold S and control, all right? You want to hold S and control and go to the very edge of the block. Now, I like to scoot up a little bit just so that way I can place a little bit of blocks before I actually start bridging. And what I do is I start to walk back, and then and then from there, that's when I start to drag click. I go back a little bit, and then I start to drag click. And then how you want to drag click is the timing is kind of like this. Now what I do is sometimes I take one headset off of my ear. Like I usually take it off my right ear, voice crack. I usually take off my right ear and I keep it on my left ear, so that way I can hear the clicks. See, what he's doing is he's Breezily right now. You just want to make sure that you're hearing your clicks for the first few hours, days, however long it takes you guys to learn this. And just make sure that you guys are keeping it consistent. Now, I'm not saying this will work for everybody. Just bear with me, guys. I hope you guys actually learn it, because if I can, again, you guys can. So, yeah. That being said, it's pretty much it. I'm going to make sure that you guys can hear it again. I'm going to give you guys one more example. And then make sure that you're ready to drag click. And then, boom, you start going. So again, you guys do need to practice your drag clicking. Honestly, what I usually do is whenever I'm playing a different game, I just keep going like this all the time just so I can get the feel of it. I don't just hop on Minecraft every day and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go kill this guy, let me go drag click on him. No, like let's say I'm playing like a different game, to be honest. Like let's say I don't know, I play a lot of games. Let's just say you're on a different game and you happen to have a mouse, right, that you're playing with, and you're not doing anything, but you're just like kind of just walking. Just go like this a little bit. Make sure that you get the feel, and just make sure that you do on your left mouse and right mouse, because you never know when you're gonna need to. You don't really drag click a lot with your left mouse. Just make sure that you're doing it good with your right mouse, and it'll be perfect, to be honest. Now that's all for Breezily Bridging. I try to keep it as short as possible. I'm sorry. God Bridging will be as short as it can if you guys actually listen to Breezily Bridging. Now, people that came from the timestamps, check back in the Breezily timestamp, because you guys will actually see what I'm talking about, where you guys have to learn to drag click and all that stuff. But God Bridging tutorial will actually be a little bit shorter, because I've already covered the drag clicking and the timing and the consistency and all that stuff. It's just the only difference when it comes to God Bridging is you're just completely walking backwards. You're literally just completely walking backwards. You're literally just holding A and D, or A and S, whatever direction you're going in, and you're just drag clicking. All right, that's literally the only difference that you're doing. You're just not going left and right. You're just completely moving back and placing. It's the same way that you set yourself up for when it comes to speed bridging. All right, make sure that you're holding S and D, and then controlling or crouching. And instead of having your cursor at the middle, you want to make sure that your cursor is near the edge of the block, same as when it comes to Breezily, as long as it's a little bit down. Now again, I like to go up a little bit and then I start to do everything, but just when you're done with crouching and stuff, you want to make sure that you just let go of crouching and hold S and D. All right, I'm gonna hop in Gmode. I hope I don't mess this up, because I usually do. Okay, once you let go of crouch, you should be able to God bridge. Now I like to actually place the first few blocks a little bit. It's not letting me place. Oh, why is it not letting me place it? Okay, I guess you got to be a little bit under the block. Okay, I like to place the first few blocks and then I like to start, but honestly it doesn't really matter. Now I'm actually learning straight bridge. I'm not that good at straight bridging. I'm actually really good at diagonal bridging, but most of the diagonal bridging is useless nowadays. Honestly, you just, well, I mean, it's not useless, but the best way is straight God bridging, because it'll scare people more. But the timing is very hard. Now what you guys want to make sure is that you're jumping at least every 5 to 7 blocks, because if you guys don't, it'll screw up a few things. Okay, so the way that Minecraft bridging works is, which I recently figured out by Bedless Noob, is if you do not jump on the 5th to 7th block, anywhere after that you may have a high chance of falling, depending on how you angled yourself. But no matter how you angled yourself, no matter how perfect your drag clicking is and all that stuff is, you want to make sure that you at least jump on your 7th block. Honestly, I try to jump on like my 5th to 6th block, because I don't ever trust my 7th block since I'm still learning. But you want to make sure that you're always jumping on your 6th or 5th or 7th block, so that way you have to jump, because if you don't, you will end up falling, because the way that the Minecraft physics work and motion and all that stuff. You're gonna make sure that you're just like consistently like, okay, let me try. Okay, well, I forgot to jump. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, it's just this thing could take up to, this thing took me like to 14 hours to learn, to be honest. It's very time consuming. Now again, if you guys are like me and are willing to take a full day out of your week to learn everything that I'm learning right now, I could have learned a lot more, but everything that I've learned now was in the 24-hour period. But this will take you guys a little bit longer. Well, this guy is cheating. He's speeding and he got banned, I think. That's how you guys god bridge and stuff. I hope you guys actually really did find this useful. Now again, if you guys did not find anything in here helpful or useful, just know that I have willingly spent time right now to try to teach the ones that actually learned something. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't try to teach the people that didn't learn anything. I'm just saying that I'm sorry for not being the best tutorial guy, all right? I usually am really good. I'm well known for making really good montages, all right? I'm just trying to get a lot of different voice crack. I'm just trying to get a lot of different content out there for you guys, and I hope you guys actually enjoyed this, you know? But for people that struggled with a part or did not find this video as helpful as they thought it would, please do me a favor. If you guys have made it this far, comment something in the comments, all right? Comment something that you guys need help or something. I will try my best to get back to you guys. Like, I'm pretty well known as being one of the most interactive YouTubers. Just make sure to join the Discord. Ping me, DM me if you guys have to. I would literally just hop in a call with you guys. Anything you guys want to personally train you and all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best Bedwars player. What I'm saying is I am one of the top Bedwars players, all right? I'm not the best, but I'm really good, okay? It just takes practice. It takes time. Don't think that this video will honestly make you the best in exactly 24 hours. It's just me going over exactly how I learned in 24 hours. Now, this may take you guys up to a week, hopefully less, but I'm hoping that you guys learn everything. And no matter how long it takes you guys, as long as you guys learn it, it's good. All right. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna end the video right here. Just again, make sure if you guys need any more help, I'm having a lot of voice cracks. Oh my gosh. Now, for those that need a lot more help, again, just try your best to contact me. Join the Discord if you guys need to. Comment something in the comments. I'll get back to you guys. Also, let me know how you guys actually did in the video. If you guys actually learned some stuff, let me know. And with that being said, I hope you guys actually enjoy the rest of your night now. Alright, now that all I ask is that you guys just drop a like. I'm really sorry, but you guys do not have to subscribe if you guys don't want to. But as long as you guys just drop a like, I'd really appreciate it. Just let me know how this video was for you guys, or for people that did not find this useful. Again, just make sure to DM me, comments, or something. I really tried my best to show you guys exactly what I've done. I hope you guys found this helpful. Peace out, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.